All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we'd like to give our praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that taught us the truth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that's around the four corners of the globe. And the elect begins with 144,000. Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God and Jehovah. Ba'ashem is in the name. Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. The Rakakwadash, which is the Holy Spirit. I'm the brother I will you join with
Adanya.
144 call on y'all, but you can't make it up.
Come on, bro.
But yeah, today's title, man, is going to be the rise and fall of the fourth beast, man, because we're at the end of that fourth beast right now, which is the Roman Empire. The scriptures tell you how their deadly wound was healed, man. It's coming back as the form of America. We're at the end, of that fourth beast right now. What's that? Daniel talking about the statue, how it being, partly clay, part broken, part clay, loosely paraphrasing. We're at the feet. We're at the end. Yahweh Shai is coming, back to take this devil out of power, man. This is the last stage of the Roman Empire. But this is the book of Daniel, so we're gonna start at Daniel 7 and let's see, Daniel 7 and 7. It says, after this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces and stamped the residue with the feet of it, and it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. Right, that fourth beast going into the Roman Empire. Because if you read through Daniel's the 7th chapter, it goes, it goes through the major empires that was on this planet Earth at one point in time. You had the Babylonian Empire, you had the Assyrian Empire, then you had the Babylonian Empire, and then you had the Persian Medes, and then you had the Grecians, and ultimately right now, the Romans, the Roman Empire. And we're at the latter end of that Roman Empire right now, man. This is where we are. This is where we are in the timeline right now, man. Yahweh Shai is getting ready to come back and take these devils out of power. This being the end of the fourth beast, which is the Roman Empire, man. They're coming back as America, which is going to get into. I'm going to read this again, though. Daniel 7 and 7 says, after this I saw night visions, behold, a fourth beast, which is the Roman Empire, dreadful and terrible and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth, talking about its military might. It says that it devoured and brake in pieces and stamped the residue with the feet of it, and it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. It says, verse 8, those 10 horns, today, being NATO and the EU, it says, verse 8, it says, I considered the horns. It says, and beheld, there came up among them another little horn. Right, that little horn is talking about America, because what we're going to get into, we're going to grab that Revelations 20, we're going to grab that Malachi, because Esau, Edom, when Jake was in power, they took over, the Roman Empire, during that time. It was called what? The Holy Roman Empire. When Jake was ruling for 1,000 years. We're going to get those precepts, but to continue, it says, before whom there were 3 of the first one plucked up by the roots. Was that France, Britain, and I believe France, Britain, and Spanish. Yep. Plucked up by the roots. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of man, and mouth speaking a mouth speaking great things, because that's what America does. This place speaks great things, And we're at the latter end of that fourth beast. It came back as America, But you want to get that let's see.
I'm gonna grab this Revelation 13.
Yep, Khan.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 3. It says, and I saw one of his heads, as it were, wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast, man. Right, and this is talking about the revival of that fourth beast, man, the Roman Empire, which is a continuation. That's what we're in now, right? America being a continuation of Rome, man. Right, it has the same setup, the same politic infrastructure. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what that Daniel 7 talked about. It was diverse from those beasts. Why? Because you got the Senate. You got the Republic, the House. You got these different branches of government. You got the Democrats, the Republicans, who are just a revamped plebeians and
patricians,
and the patricians, man. So that's that deadly wound being healed, All right, it's talking about the revival of it, man. This continuation, this latter end of it, man.
Esau, Edom coming back into power, man.
Which is America, which is the system in the land, the place that we dwell in today, that we are now in captivity under, man.
That's a good way to bring in this Malachi 1 and 4. This is the book of Malachi 1 and 4. Found low in Salakia, nothing but Satan. Malachi 1 and 4. It says, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Right. When did that happen? During the Renaissance period, man. When Esau Edom came back into power. We're going to get that Revelations 20. How Esau Edom came back into power, you know. Ultimately, what was that? The early 1400s, late early 1400s, when Esau Edom became back into power during the Renaissance period, where Esau Edom, when in us, destroying the dark skinned images, where Jake was ruling, the Lord, hey, Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He destroyed the face of he covered the faces of the judges thereof. Esau Edom coming back into power, destroying the dark images, him going throughout the earth line. This is Esau coming back into power. That's that revival of that fourth beast, as the brother read in that Revelations 13 and 3. It says, we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua had indignation forever. Because how is this fourth beast is going? How we're going to witness the end of this fourth beast? The return of Yahweh ultimately dropping nukes on this place. And that's going to be the end of the four beasts, the continuation of the Roman Empire, man. That little horn being America, the continuation of the Roman Empire, man. We're at the end of the four beasts. You want to read that Revelation 20?
Yeah, I got this Revelation 20 on deck. Yeah, just further in this is the precepts, this is the scriptures lining up that this latter kingdom, man. You know what I'm saying? It's many more. You know what I'm saying? Jake just got getting to the point, but how about Shemiah Shai gave us that outline, man, that layout of, this life, man, this reality, man, and it's played out exactly how it was prophesied, man, exactly how he told his men, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's played out that way even still today, man.
Because what's so raw is, because I believe was that the apostles, back then said, are you going to restore the kingdom to Israel? They were wondering back then, because it being, they was during the time of the Roman Empire, but, the Roman Empire had to come back, the revival of the Roman Empire, to usher in the end. Yahweh Shai making his second return. We're truly at the end right now. So,
that's right.
The prophets, and the apostles back then asking, are you going to restore the kingdom unto Israel? We're in that time right now where the Lord is coming back to restore the kingdom unto Israel, starting with the elect.
And what did he say? He said that you had to go and be a witness unto him, unto the uttermost parts of the land. You know what I'm saying? That was more prophecy that had to play out. But this Revelation chapter 20 and verse 1, and I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. Right, and that bottomless pit is going into Europe. You know what I'm saying? That land of Europe, man. All right, that's what that bottomless pit is. All right, verse 2, it says, and he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years, right? And I believe that this is going into, when Jake pushed Esau out of power, that Holy Roman Empire, like the bro was going into, man.
So basically, man, Esau was subject unto Jake for 1,000 years. That 1,000-year period where, Esau Edom, was under Jake, complete, servitude, Esau was in that base, that beast-like state.
Yeah, they were cavemen. All right. Revelation 20 and 3, and cast him into the bottomless pit. Right, they were pushed into those mountains, the European, what they call them, the Caucasus Mountains. All right, because they cavemen, man. That's what that caveman. That's what those images and that's Esau Edom, man.
And the bottomless pit being Europe, and this is what the Christians talking about. This is talking about hell. No, that's not talking about another. That's another lesson for another day. But
that's that verse 2. It say he laid hold on a dragon. Right, that dragon is being talked about, the 7 heads, the 10 horns. I say that old serpent, which that ties it back to Genesis.
Going back to Genesis, the serpent and Eve
and it says, which is the devil and Satan, man. And that's how you know who is being spoken about when the devil, when you see that word devil, when you see that word Satan. It's talking, it's a spiritual demon, Satan, but you know what I'm saying, he has a physical counterpart being Esau Edom, man.
And Isaiah 14 covers that, man.
All right, so it says, Revelation 20:3, and cast him into the bottomless pit and shut him up and set a seal upon him that he should deceive the nations no more till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled. And after that, he must be loosed a little season.
Right, he shall be loosed a little season, man. We're at the end of that little season right now, man. Because what? Prophecy has to come to pass. The 144 again. Call on me about the Roman Empire had to come back into power to usher in the end, man. Esau Edom had to come back into power one last time, to usher in the end, to basically what? For prophecy to be fulfilled. So he had to be loose for that little season, raise back up his empire, that little horn being America, to deceive the nations, for ultimately Yahushua to make his second return to bring these devils out of power.
Right, bro.
Hey, what's that? Daniel's 4:17. The Lord set it up over at the base of men. So these things had to happen, like I said before, to usher in the end. Let's see.
That was really it on that.
Hey, can you just jump to verse 7, Baba Kushar?
Okay. Revelation 20:7, and when 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea.
All right, that's what happened when Esau Edom came back into power, man. He started deceiving the nations. But now we're seeing, the Lord is taking his devil slowly out of power. We see, everything is gearing up towards World War III. It talks about in the book of Revelation, I forget what chapter it is. He says, what? The beast shall hate the whore. So the Lord is ushering these different, moves, to bring the destruction and downfall of the fourth beast, which is the Roman Empire. Everybody coming up against this place, Babylon the Great, man.
Yeah.
Let's get that.
That second.
Yeah. Let me see where I'm gonna start at, because the second address, the 11th chapter, is going into the Caesars. Julius Caesar, Caligula. But I just want to really touch upon these last few verses. This is the book of second address 11, and let me see. Verse 36, it says, Then I heard a voice which said unto me, Look before thee, and consider the thing that thou seest. And I beheld, and lo, as it were a roaring lion chased out of the wood. And I saw that he sent out a man's voice unto the eagle, and said, Hear thou, I will talk with thee. And the highest shall say unto thee, Art not thou it that remainest of the fourth beast, whom I made to reign in my world, that the end of their times might come through them? Right, talking about the fourth beast, man, talking about the Roman Empire. Because if you read, if you start at second address, the 11th chapter, up to this point, going into the Caesars, man. You have Julius Caesar, the different seasons and things of that nature. If you read the latter verses of this chapter, it goes, it's going into the end of the fourth beast. It says, verse 40, it says, And the fourth came and overcame all the beasts that were past, and had power over the world with great fearfulness, and over the whole compass of the earth, with much wicked oppression, and so long time dwelt he upon the earth with deceit. Right, that fourth beast, talking about the Roman Empire, man. Because if you read, different accounts, in the scriptures, how the Roman Empire, was taking down, other kingdoms, man, making other smaller, countries tributaries to them, things of that nature. And we, got a few precepts how, America, is a continuation of that fourth beast, man, that little horn. It says, verse 41 says, For the earth hast thou not judged with truth, for thou hast afflicted the meek, thou hast hurt the peaceable, thou hast loved liars, and destroyed the dwellings of them that brought forth fruit, and hast cast down the walls of such as did thee no harm. Right, that's what they did to our people. The Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. It says, verse 43. It says, Therefore is thy wrongful dealing come up unto the highest, and thy pride unto the mighty. It says, The highest also have looked upon the proud times, and behold, they are ended, and his abominations are fulfilled. And therefore appear no more thou eagle, nor thy horrible wings, nor thy wicked feathers, nor thy malicious heads, nor thy hurtful claws, nor all thy vain body, that all the earth may be refreshed and may return, being delivered from thy violence, and that she may hope for the judgment and mercy of him that made her. Right, because what? We're at the end of the fourth beast, going into the statue, it's in Daniel's the second chapter, going into the into the statue, man. You had the you had the Babylonians, So like you had the Assyrians first, then you had the Babylonians that end up taking them over, which is that golden head. And then you had the you had the Persian Medes, then you had the Greeks, and ultimately what? You had the Romans.
Now you got
the Roman Empire, and this being the second leg of the Roman Empire, man, which Yahweh Shai is coming back to take down, man. Take these devils out of power. Yeah. As we read in that Revelation, the 20th chapter, man, thou shalt continue be loose a little season.
Right. And in that Daniel, the 2nd chapter, they talk about the toes. The toes that were made of partly clay and partly iron. That's talking about this place, America, man.
That's right.
Partly strong. It was strong, but hey, now it's weak, man. Yeah, and it's crumbling. It's falling apart, man.
Infrastructure is weak. Everything in this place is weak, man. This through the will, spirit and power. How about Shema Al Shada is doing it, man? The 4 beasts rose up and it's going down, man.
Right.
So with that being said, we hope this lesson was edifying. We ended all by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Makakwadash. Double honors to the elders and our apostles, the great millstone that taught us this truth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that's around the 4 corners of the globe. Lord, we hope this lesson was edifying. Till next time, Shalom and Kwam Yasharallah.